Okay, good morning everyone. I've had a few days off. For a while I went a bit hard there on just working every day and doing some quite hard work really, and I got a bit tired, so I took a few days off. Some friends visited and feeling a bit better now, a bit more full of energy. So I'm going to crack on with getting the windows in the dividing wall, the internal wall in the workshop, and yeah, try and get some content out because I haven't really been filming anything. But yeah, I've got some stuff fixed, the van's now fixed, I feel like I'm a bit more organised and rested and so on. So yeah, time to do some work. Oh, chickens need to let out, let's go and let them out quickly. Come on ladies, let's go. Hey ladies. There you are girls, come on. Oh, one's in there laying an egg. I just did that too. Oh, there she is. Hello. What are you drinking water there? You got water in there, you donuts. Anyway. Okay, well, yeah, so got windows over there. Probably going to need to mill some wood. Yeah, let's work on this dividing wall. This is the wall in question. I should be continuing on the plastering, but I'm kind of a bit bored of plastering, and it's not going to hurt to do something else. So let's put some window sills in and some windows and mill some wood, and we'll do that. Right, just scribed the post, so now we'll transfer that onto here. Like that. Nibble that out with the chainsaw and do the same on the other side, and hopefully it'll slide in between the two posts with a little notch. Right, so it's roughed in, so we can take a tiny little bit out of here, because there's a gap here and a gap here, so we'll take a little bit out of here, make that sit in there better. And you can see there's a tiny bit to come out of here, because the gap here, the gap here. Doesn't need to be too close, but yeah, a little bit out of there, and that'll sit in, and then our window will sit on that, and we'll build around it. Right, it's fitting in there pretty well, considering how wobbly and wiggly everything is. Not a bad fit. Oh man, that is spot on. I promise you, I didn't look at that. I didn't look at that at all. I just guessed that. Did that by eye. Can you see that? Ah, oh, you can't even see it. Come on. Nah. Anyway, you have to take a word for it. Spot on. There we go, first window seal in. Not too bad, some gaps, but you were never going to look close to them. This wood's wet, it's going to shrink anyway, I don't care. So, we're doing for all of these, and then we can rest the windows on them and build around the windows. That is the plan anyway, but we're making it up as we go along. Okay, ready to start the second one. These are all just slab wood, by the way, just offcuts from milling. Just the very first bit you take off. This is actually very, very similar. In fact, almost identical to that, so I'm going to use it again. I'm going to stick that. That's the edge. Goes right into there. Take that off. And luckily enough, it's very close to being the same as the other post, so I can just spin it around, do the same thing down here. Alright, so there we go. That's another one in. There's not a whole lot to show really, it's just fiddling around with it with the chainsaw, taking little bits off, and then you know, test fitting it, trying it again and taking it out a load of times, and yeah, you get the idea. Like I say, not a huge amount to show, but let's get this screwed on. there we go, it's in now, but it's just corners are sticking out a little bit, so we just trim them off a bit. Hit that screw, it's in there somewhere. That's that. Rounded off. Do this side too. So it's sort of, because obviously this one's a thicker bit of wood, we want to make it look more pleasing with the other side. So. Battery's dead. There we go. Well, before you say, yes, my chain is blunt, but it's because when I was doing the little porch roof, all the pallet wood kept hitting the odd nail, and it's basically, if you've ever used a chainsaw, it's pretty much impossible to really get it sharp again after you hit a nail or a screw. So I'm just trying to get a bit more use out of it before I get a new chain, really, because you can get them sharp again, but you got to take the tooth right back, which I'll probably do, get a bit more use out of it soon. But for this sort of stuff, it doesn't need to be mega sharp anyway. Now it's got a curve to it. Even looks kind of even. Decent. Hey chickens, you gonna mess up my straw pile, is it? You know I need that for cob, that isn't your house. Okay, fine. They don't listen to me, those girls. Anyway. You're in frame. Right. Just getting these windows in, roughly. That's the way I do it. Working on my own. You gotta just get bits of wood ready to hold things in place. So I got that one in. You know, it's got those two bits, it's not going to go anywhere, and then I can build around it and adjust it from there. It just gives me a rough idea what's going on. So that one, because it's a smaller opening, it's going to sit that way, and these ones are going to sit the other way. It's going to give the odd non-symmetrical look that I like. So the other two are going to sit on their side, and yeah, that's what we want. So I've got my screws, I need 2 bits of wood. Put them there, and then lift the window in between. I should be all ready to go. Yeah. So I'll do the other one, and then tomorrow we'll mill some wood and do that space there. Right, the camera ran out of battery, so I just had to charge it. I've just been putting a few bits up, so build around the windows, build them in, and then once I build them in, I'll put like a nice wiggly little frame around them to make them look cool. But yeah, just getting through the materials, just building them in. So I will set you up on a little time lapse, I think, and we'll get the last few bits of this fitted. Like I say, used most of it already. So then we'll do some more milling and carry on. But anyway, enjoy watching a time lapse. Right, so that's what I got done today. Not too bad considering I'm milling it all and everything. Got a little bit of waste, but not too bad. I'm just using up all the logs and stuff that I've got lying around, and offcuts and little bits and pieces, and so it does take a while, but we're getting there. And this entire wall has really cost just the cost of some screws and a couple of litres of petrol, so it's been very cheap. It's all like, yeah, just bits of scrap and stone that we picked up off the floor from filling the earth bags, and bits of slab wood for all offcuts, and the windows are from skips and stuff. So yeah, it's been a very, very cheap part of the building, which is good, and obviously good for the environment too. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a video out of this fairly soon. Okay, carry on tomorrow. So yeah, another pile of wood done. All that sawdust that I made, that gets bagged up. Use that for the compost toilet. So should just about have enough now, I think, just to finish it off. Nice big pile. Yeah, good quality, nice larch. What's up with you? What are you moaning about? They've been into my straw pile again. Come on, girls. You be nice. No moaning. Don't need any moany ladies. Right, let's get some of these fitted. Right, so we're getting somewhere now. It's been a lot of milling because the wood overlaps. You know, there's a lot of work in milling that amount of wood. But we're getting there. So just going to finish off putting up the main bulk of the boards up to the top there. The wood stove is going in that little room because we want that little room to be the warmest, but I don't want the rest of the workshop to be roasting hot. So basically, yeah, we want a nice warm little room there, but we want the heat to come out of that little room a bit and go through the rest of the building. So it doesn't need to be sealed, that little room. So we're going to leave the bit at the top so we can still see our nice joinery and that up there. So I'm just going to go up to the base of that, and then the heat can flow out of there, if you know what I mean, and hopefully just take the chill off in here, you know. We don't want it hot, and if that ends up not being enough, I can put another wood stove somewhere. But I decided I didn't want one massive wood stove heating the whole place, because sometimes I might just be in there, and I'd be heating the whole building, down here, up there, everything, for no reason, just if I wanted to sit in there. So I'd much rather heat the small space that I'm likely to be sitting in, where I'd have like cold hands and stuff, and only just take the chill off the bigger space where I'm likely to be doing more physical work. I think that just makes a bit more sense. But yeah, just carry on getting these boards up. So that one's going to come across to there now, so this one wants to sit in between that line, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, get this one up. I'm not too keen on the square look, as you probably noticed. So I like to try and take some corners off the windows if I can. So I'm going to make some bits of wood to make them look all hobbity. So let's just trim this down. Take the edges off. Like that. And then that will sit in there, like that. And that's going to hold the window in and add that curve that we want. I'm going to have to do this on both sides, obviously, but that's okay. I want to make sure I'm missing that window. Yep. Okay. Holds the window in and gives it a nice little curve. Obviously, like I say, do a piece the other side like it, and I got to do it from the back as well. It just takes the corners off, gives it that hobbity look that I like. And these rough bits that are down here, they're going to be covered by benches. Remember that, so it won't look odd like it does now. And getting somewhere, just slowly making these little shapely pieces. I have to trim out the cladding a bit to get them to sit a bit closer in. So just do that with a little chainsaw and get that on there. There's going to be some gaps and things, but it's alright. It's a workshop, isn't it? Just add to the hobbitiness. There we go. Curly window. So please let me know what you think about the sound in this. I've been trying to get rid of some of the hissing in the background. I get that, because I got the amplification turned up quite a lot, so you guys can hear me when I'm working a bit away from the camera, because I don't want to wear a mic, it's going to get caught and everything and all that. Yeah, I have it turned up. I've turned it down a little bit on this, so you have to let me know if you can hear me okay. So I just marked these pieces. I've got to trim off these high spots so it sits right, so I just trim them off with the chainsaw. These are the little things you have to do when working with funny shaped bits of wood and stuff. I think that'll work just about. I think it needs trimming off a little tiny touch at the bottom. There we go. That'll fit. So that is this side done. So now I've got to put trims on the back that sort of match them, because at the moment the backs are just squared. So I'll go in there and show you. So at the moment the backs of these are just the square windows. You see how much they don't really look right. So yeah, tomorrow now I'm going to come in, put the trims on the back of those to sort of match the others, and then this will be done. Very pleased. Slowly working my way along, doing these, shaping them. Smash the window. So it's all done, and very pleased with it. Let's say those bits that make it look a bit odd, they'll be covered by workbenches. Still got more tidying up to do, but that's for tomorrow. Sunday's tidying up day. That's what I do. I sort of try and have a day off and I just tinker about, tidying up sort of thing. Here it is from the inside. Nice curves to the windows, making them look nice and odd. That's what I like, that hobbity look and feel, but it should also get lots of light in here. So yeah, we'll leave this video there. I think this is quite a nice bit of content actually. Yeah, all hand milled, well hand milled, done with the chainsaw mill, and cost, total cost for the whole wall is about £50. That was for a bit of lime, some screws and a bit of petrol for the chainsaw. so not bad at all. Lots of recycled materials in there. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.